how's it going? Matthew Bailey Media here, and welcome to another 2024 movie review. I mentioned in the last movie review I did for Arthur the King that I was going to do, this was probably going to be the next movie review I did, and of course, that is of course for the iconic film franchise with Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now, the first thing I gotta say about this movie is, again, this is literally the 40th anniversary of the franchise, and this does bring back a lot of the old cast and some of the new cast who appeared in Afterlife, which I did review that one, I believe, back in 2021, I believe. And now I will say this one, I'm kind of surprised that that this one wasn't as good as Afterlife, but I still thought it was relatively decent. I mean, I kind of like some of the stuff that was going on in this movie. I mean, we did get some iconic characters who we haven't seen in forever back. Like we saw Slimer, who really we only saw him a couple of times in this movie, but at least he came back. And we got to see one of the OG villains come back. When I say OG, I don't mean ghost villains. I say OG as in one of the villains from the original film, that being Walter Pegg, which we saw him in the trailers, and most people were confused because he was wearing an outfit that made it seem like, wait, is he the mayor? Or something like it was in the first two movies. Turns out he is the new mayor. That's a slight spoiler for you guys. I mean, we could already tell he was probably playing the mayor because he had the exact same outfit that the mayor from the first two movies had, but the way they portrayed his character in this movie I thought was kind of crazy. Now, as for the actual ghost villain of this film, it does sort of tie back into events that happened in from what were referenced in Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think it's specifically what happened in 1904. I think they referenced that in Afterlife, but they didn't actually say what happened, and this movie kind of follows up on that. Now, unfortunately, this movie wasn't directed by Jason Reitman like Afterlife was, which I'm starting to think that if he had been the one directing it, it probably would have been a lot better, but, because maybe he would have made some different decisions on how to portray certain things, but we'll see how things go. And like I said, some of the main characters that show up are some that were introduced in Afterlife don't get as big of a role in this movie. We do, however, get a lot more screen time of Phoebe Spangler, played by McKenna Grace, and she pretty much doesn't feel like part of the team in this movie. That's sort of a slight spoiler. Basically, the whole point of this movie with her character is throughout the movie, she is feeling like left out of the group, especially with, again, what Walter Peck does in this movie. And she sort of accidentally causes what the events of the movie are about. Now, we do get sort of a Marvel actor in this movie, Camille Angiani, I think I said his name right. And his character, I gotta say, was interesting. The fact that it seems like they made it seem like he was possessed in the movie, but in reality what his character seems to be already having some form of ancient power as a human. Because we've never seen that before in any of the films. Not even that god-awful 2016 one that came out with all the female ones. So that made me a little confused, but I still thought it was a decent film. I mean, again, I don't know what their future plans are if they continue to make Ghostbusters. Now, I do like how they did that whole For Ivan thing at the very end of the movie, right before the credits rolled. And I'm glad they did that, because unfortunately, if y'all don't know, the original director of the first two films, Ivan Reitman, passed away right as they were about to start, right? Like within a few weeks after filming started, he passed away, and it was not too good. And they did the same thing they did with him for what they did with Harold Ramis in Afterlife, which I thought was good. And I find it interesting how people seem to like I said, people love Afterlife more than they like this one. But I still think out of all four of the original films, this one still probably falls in like third place for a lot of people, in my opinion, which is probably what it'd be like for me. But anyways, let me give you my rating of Frozen Empire. So for my rating of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, like I said, I still somewhat enjoyed it. I mean, it was not as good as Afterlife was, but I still thought it was decent. I'm gonna have to give Frozen Empire a 3.5 out of 5. So not necessarily a good rating, but I thought it was a decent film. So like I said, the next movie I'm gonna be seeing as of this review is Godzilla Times Kong: The New Empire. Not sure if I'll fully do a review on it, but I'll hopefully let y'all know by the end of next week. So anyways, I will see all of you guys in the next video.